And we're live. All right. So, session 54 today. Last we left off our heroes. You had just made big steps for mankind in Vallaki. And you went to pillage the burgomaster's manor. You, of course, went into the library and found books speaking of the Order of the Silver Dragon and Argynvostholt, of local nobility, of the fauna of Barovia. You also found Isaac's journal under his bed, with speaking of the dreams that he has about his sister as a separate life from the one he lives outside. You found a shoemaker by the name Udo locked in a room, apparently been tortured by the burgomaster's bad, or you learned that the burgomaster was indeed not very good of a man. And Etri also found in the attic an amulet that you learned was the symbol of Ravenkind, a quite powerful item indeed. You then had a chat with Victor, the son of the burgomaster, who wanted to leave Barovia and made it clear that he wasn't a fan of his father. And as you were trying to find a way out of this land, he was very much keen on joining you in this conquest. But you had to sleep on it, you said. You then did. And Ronan in the night was once again visited by Shamiyama Ray, who revealed that she in fact was a prisoner locked up in an amber temple higher up on Mount Gakis, and asked as the group was heading toward Yedrig on Mount Gakis to make sure that you don't just stop there but continue further up the mountain until you reach her and manage to free her from her prison, so that you can work together to remove Strahd off of his throne. In the morning, Variac decided to stay in Vallaki as Kevin wasn't to be trusted to hold the town under himself on his own. And so you all left Vallaki without Variac. You went past all of these different roads that went to unknown locations, and also Argynvostholt, but you decided to not go into any of those locations, but rather came to the road that you believed was Tsolenka Pass. And a moment after traveling on that road, you saw a large shadow form on the ground, and as you looked up, you viewed a bird of enormous proportions holding a cow in its claws, and seemingly not caring to make acquaintances with you as it flew past you in the same direction you are now traveling. And that is where we ended. And let's see here. As you continue up the road, quite quickly does it become snow covered as the road continues in an upward slant, and you start to feel that the climate becomes also slightly colder as you travel down the road. Let's see here. We could just, for the sake of it, have this as a road image, and let's say that those are you.
Of course.
As you travel up the road. Not but a half an hour into the travel, you kind of round this hill to your left, and you see on the left side of the road this jagged rock formation, and Etri and Alexander would both notice in the snow some vague footprints that lead off the road and behind this formation of rocks. Would you act on that, Alexander, taking note of that?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
So as you're traveling the road after rounding a hill, you see this jagged rock formation off the road to your left, and you and Etri both take note of some footprints that lead off the road and behind that formation of rocks.
I think what I would do is try to be a little bit more aware. Can I roll a solid perception check to see if I can actually see or spot anybody?
Sure, yeah. Make a perception check.
Perception. Hey, total
Alright.
20.
Yeah.
Damn.
You see this snowy landscape, and you there are sparse trees here and there, but currently no signs of any life around you.
All right. I would make a point to point it out to the party and say, hey, looks like there's been some travel along here recently. We should just, everybody be aware.
Do I know how often, like, it snows here?
You've never been...
Previous knowledge or something. Yeah.
Uh,
Or maybe just intuition.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could make a nature check.
Okay, that's a 7. I don't know why it's really on D&D Beyond.
A 7?
Oh, yeah. It is a 7. I'm gonna need to...
How... Do you even have a modifier so low?
I think I have a +5. I rolled really bad.
Okay. All right. Sure. Yeah. Well, you. I suppose you know that when you entered this land, it was in the autumn, and so it could be that this place, that well, the path ahead is under snow cover, so it feels like here there be winter, though you're not entirely sure if this is temporary or if this is permanent.
Okay. Can we see like where the footprints where it's going to, or is it just like goes off into the distance?
No. They you see, as I said, as Alexander points them out, you see to the side of the road this jagged rock formation, and these footprints go behind that jagged rock formation. They're just off the side of the road.
Oh, well, could we look past the rock formation, or?
Yeah, you could go follow the footprints if you like to.
You know, I will say I'm a bit curious to see where the footprints go. We could just like look past the rocks and then go back if we don't care.
Yeah, I start making my way over to the
Okay.
footprints and just see what's up.
Sure. If only
And I'll summon my brain now.
okay, sure. You move past the rock formation and notice that they abruptly stop at what now is revealed is clearly a what appears to be an abandoned campsite. You can see there is a campfire that is extinguished, and a leather tent that is torn and shredded.
What'd you find?
A campsite?
The footprints were leading towards the campsite, right? There's
Yeah.
no footprints leading away or anything.
No. Well, I guess you could make me a survival check. Okay. You start looking a bit closer at this campsite, and you actually make out that here there has been a bloody struggle. There is a chaotic array of footprints as well as monstrous paw prints that are all over this campsite, and it's unclear. Well, you can see that some are leading away from the campsite as well, but in the campsite itself, you can determine there has been some kind of a struggle.
Okay. Are the others with me, or did they stay back?
Well, this is just off the road, so if they're back, then they're not too far away.
Alright, come over here. I don't know, can I just like start trying to figure out what happened? Like what, I don't know. what kind of monster? Is it like a polar bear? How many people? Are there any people left over? I want to just start investigating the campsite.
Sure. What is Alexander and Etri doing?
I'd be following Ronan. I don't want him to get killed.
Okay.
Good chance of me dying.
Testing.
Yeah, you fine.
I'll follow too.
Okay.
Maybe keep a wider eye, I guess.
Sure. Okay. I suppose Ronan can make a nature check to determine what the paw prints appear to be. Looking at them, it's hard to tell. They are very large, but they appear like that of a very large wolf.
Okay. Can I tell how many people were here, like with beds, or are there any bodies?
You can you spend some time. I guess make me an investigation check as well. As you start looking around, you see that in the tent are 3 fur-lined sleeping bags, and you uncover amongst this struggle a severed human hand, its veins bloated and tinged black. And you also find a pair of discarded spears stained with black blood.
Okay, so, what do you guys think about all this?
I think this is insane.
Yeah. But I mean, like, it's not... I don't think there's that much we can do. It's just... Most I can see this as is just like a warning that it's pretty dangerous up here.
I agree. I think it's best if we keep our guard up as much as possible.
Yeah. So there weren't any bodies or anything. It's just this hand?
Yes. And actually, as you spend some more time, you also find in the tent 3 water skins, a pouch full of rations, and a wooden flute inscribed with something that you do not understand.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, you guys think we should keep going?
I think so. I just think that we need to be on guard.
Yeah, okay. I could send my brain scouting around this or something.
All right. So as you leave the campsite, I would say Etri takes notices first something approaching from where you came from. Someone else traveling on the road.
Alright. I would point it out, but admittedly, someone on a path is not exactly super dangerous in my mind. Maybe even helpful if they know the forest folk, or I guess the mountain folk in this case.
But they're coming to the campsite? They're not sticking on the main path?
No. Well, I imagine that you leave the campsite, get back onto the road, and as you do, Etri first notices and points it out, and you can see a single figure approaching from that direction.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if
Well, let's
Etri's
give this
already
person a bit of
going,
space. I will take
that's no
Philip.
problem.
Okay.
I will take Philip along the side of the road just to give the person who's coming at us a bit more space.
Sure. Get off the road to let this individual get past you. As you approach this group, what does the party see as they look upon Malcolm approaching?
They would see a fairly tall man, 6'3", wearing chainmail. And
I could also see that you've obtained a horse, and
yes,
you're also on horseback.
And he's wearing this large. You see, as he holds the reins of his horse, he has this large pair of gauntlets on his arms and hands. He has golden brown hair, and you can see that he has. He's wearing a helmet with a red plume jutting from the top of it. Sword on his side, shield on his back, and is kind of just riding closer to you guys.
Yeah, that guy sort of looks like a warrior. God damn, see that helmet?
Yeah. Maybe it's what he might be doing out here by himself.
Yeah.
Good to know that he can keep it on.
I mean,
And,
if he doesn't bother us, I'm fine with it.
and as you get closer to the group, you indeed see one that matches a description you've once been given, who is on a horse off the side of the road.
Oh shit. I didn't take anything!
As Malcolm approaches, he looks over the trio and says, he recognized the figure, but just to be generalized, he kind of trots up on his horse, says, "Greetings, travelers. One of you wouldn't happen to be an Alexander Hamilton now, would you?"
Any particular reason as to why?
Well, I've been sent here to bring them and their sibling home.
You
The
can see-
look on Alexander's face is just pure crushing. He can't even hide it.
Yeah. Etri's mouth also goes open for a bit, but closes without saying anything.
Who sent you?
Your parents.
Like they care. Well, I'm not really that surprised that Mom would send out a squad.
Yeah, I've been hired by George Washington. He needs you back on the front lines. He needs his right-hand man back.
Well, I'm really not surprised that Mom would send somebody. Yes, I'm Alexander. How did you get here?
Well,
Didn't think of that, did you?
No, I did.
He's got it
Well.
all planned out.
Malcolm specializes in domains of dread. He was sent here. Uh, well, my group has ways. I was sent here. I've been on your trail for a while now, with the goal of finding you and your sibling and cutting down the vampire Count Strahd von Zarovich and then bringing you home.
The vampire comes about Monsterovich.
Yep. That's the one.
And in character. Nice.
So you say that in character as well?
No,
Okay.
just that last part.
I didn't realize mom and dad had sent somebody. Well, would have sent somebody. That's really surprising. Unfortunately, Joe is no longer with us, and Alexander will pull out the dog tags from inside of his shirt and show them.
Well, I'll make it my
Silence
duty
among the
then
crowd.
to bring you home safe.
Yes. If I may be so inclined, I do know of at least one person within the group, and Alexander will look over at Etri, who would prefer to return back. And then his gaze moved to Ronan, and he's like, and I'm not really sure about him.
Yeah. Ronan will just give a shrug in response. Like, well, I don't know, man.
At some point, Ronan, you're gonna have to make that choice.
Yeah, some point. Not right now.
At some point.
I mean, I'm like a mayor of a town now. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yes. Anyway, do you know how to get us home?
I can get you home, but I must... Before bringing you home, my goal is to cut the head off the snake. That is Strahd.
I don't see why you couldn't just take us home first and then come back and finish your duty.
Because killing Strahd is part of bringing you home.
How?
He holds host over this domain of dread. With him gone, we can leave.
The way you're telling me is you were able to get in here and you can't get out until he is dead.
Entering is far more harder than it is to leave. Far more easier than it is to leave. He controls over this land.
Yeah, that much has been made very apparent. My apologies, you know my name. This is Etri and Ronan, and you are?
I'm Malcolm McDonnell.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Malcolm. We've been collecting information, and we have actually met the Count. But I think our general consensus right now is to end him as well, with the hopes that would get us out. If anything, your appearance here and your information of ending him will end this and be able to give everybody freedom once again confirms what we have been feeling suspicious about all along.
Well, if you are also on this quest, then outside of me needing to return you home, I will be joining you on the road.
Yeah. I mean, so you're here to bring Alex home, and to do that, you need to kill Strahd.
Correct.
I'll look over to Etri. I mean, that sort of like aligns perfectly with our goals, right? Like,
Well, it aligns perfectly with one version of our goals. Though, admittedly, I sit within those goals comfortably.
okay. Well, that sounds great then.
Malcolm, we're currently on a short quest to find the mountain folk for information and ability to consecrate the ancient sites of worship.
Yeah, places.
This way we can take back the land.
Good. More information and allies against Strahd is always useful.
You wouldn't have happened to meet any of the mountain folk around here, right?
I believe I have not. I've been pretty focused on your trail for a while now.
Okay. Well, it's good to have you aboard.
And as you join forces, I suppose you continue down the road again toward hopefully some good news. Let's see here. As you have your new friend in tow, you start ascending the mountain slowly but surely. You see that there's hills to your left and right. Occasionally you see past them, and you can see how high you are in comparison to the forests of Barovia down below. But you travel for a good several hours up and up, and you start to feel like it may be time to put on something warmer, or you might start to get frostbite or something.
We all have winter cloaks, right?
You do, and I would say Malcolm also has that, for the sake of simplicity.
I was gonna ask, sweet.
Yeah. So I guess you put on your warmer clothing. But after a decent amount of time traveling up this road, you see ahead of you that the road goes through a lake. There is this Icy Causeway that extends across the middle of this frozen lake, straight in front of you. And actually, Oh yeah, I don't have a horse for Malcolm at the moment. But I'll just make a second Galant for the sake of it. As I would say that Etri would take note of something sticking out of the lake a distance onto the lake, basically noticing this section here. There's something sticking out of the lake there.
Right. Okay. It appears as though there is something over there in that ice hole. I suggest that we keep this as low resistance as possible.
Sorry, you're cutting out a bit. What did you say?
I pointed it out and said that we should keep a low profile, not cause too much energy, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, and actually, I guess in this case, who is in the front of this?
Sure as hell not me. I can tell you that much.
Well, I can't see the map because I apparently don't own a token with vision.
You do not. Interesting. Do I?
No token for you.
No token for you. Oh no, you don't have a token. Very well. I'll
Oh, there I am.
put in a token for you. Is that better?
Yes.
All right. And I guess I will make this also so that you can control this horse now, I think. So you can choose the order in which you traverse.
I'm willing to take point if necessary.
Is Etri taking point?
I guess so.
I guess so, yeah. No one's protesting.
Keeping special eye on whatever fish and or straight up Leviathan is there.
Sure.
I can't move the horse.
Oh right, yeah. No, you don't. You don't own Yas Queen, but now you're on the back of Yas Queen.
Could I also have my brain, please?
Nope.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Now everything should be a-okay.
Sweet. Thank you.
All right.
I would love to be in the middle.
Okay.
So,
So Malcolm in the back. Not Malcolm in the middle, really?
Nope.
So disappoint.
We don't stand early 2000s.
I'm not sure whether I should be disappointed in you for that joke or proud of you, but either way, well done.
Yeah. Well.
I
Mhm.
say to everyone, get ready to dash across if necessary.
Okay. Sure.
Ooh.
You're staying alert. As you get to about where you stand now, you can hear this faint voice. I guess make me a perception check, Etri.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay, you hear a faint voice, and you hear someone saying possibly help from where you can see something is struggling in that, and from here you can see that it appears to be a hole in the ice itself, but you can hear a voice calling out faintly, like a weak voice.
Okay. Quick, I guess not quick, but assessment of the ice's structural integrity before I step off of it.
Sure. Make a survival check. I would say would make most sense there.
It's not bad.
All right.
Yeah, that's not
bad. Yeah. You imagine that this ice would be thick enough for you to run on. Horse, maybe not.
That's fine. I'm fat.
But you definitely.
Okay. All right, everyone, get across, run in, send your brain back with me.
That sounds good with me. Okay.
Okay. So right about when you're about to cross the lake, you can hear from behind you the approaching creatures, gnarling or sounding like a pack of wolves. And as you glance back, you can see these enormous white-furred wolves that are charging toward you. One of them, though, appears to be charging toward whatever faint voice was calling out from the ice. And at this point, let's all roll for initiative.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did Gallant get a place in the initiative?
How do you activate the tiebreaker on D&D Beyond? Are you using D&D Beyond for that?
Wait, what did you all roll like crazy? Holy shit. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't remember. I think it's actually a setting in the Beyond 20 that has a tiebreaker thing. I'm pretty sure.
Let's see.
But for right now, appropriately, Etri first notices this as you are first to act. What do you want to do?
Could I reliably get off Galant and send him to the other side? Just like a few feet forward, it would be necessary.
I'll say you've been with Galant long enough that you can. I mean, you're practically almost across the lake at this point. You could have Galant move a bit forward after getting off him.
Alright. No, just me. No!
Oh! I can I can just move you like that. Oh, do you still have Galant selected?
Right. Okay. I no longer have Galant.
Alright, good.
But
yeah. And I think dismounting takes half your movement.
Yeah.
I'm willing to acrobat that.
Okay, sure. I'll allow it. So make an acrobatics check. If you fail it, you will land prone on the ground. Okay. Yeah. You kind of in the motion push Galant forward while yourself leaping off the horse as Galant moves forward and you move to the side.
Okay, so that was like
You've just moved 10 feet from where you are right now.
okay. Oh.
Why is Galant still in the initiative?
15, 25, 30, 35. Or that one's for
As you get this close to it, you can see that there is a child or a small person in the water.
no.
Oh right.
30. What'd I do?
Wait, what? How far did you move?
Oh,
this
all in total?
This would
like,
be 65. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you move past the hole in the ice.
I do, and I ready an attack for the wolf there's one wolf that is starting this direction.
Okay, so the one that's trying to go toward the hole?
Yeah.
Okay.
I suppose if that's the case, it's gonna be like
Wait, so are you taking a shot at the one?
no shot. I would have my dagger out and I would be preparing.
Okay, readying an action
Actually,
to
no.
attack.
I mean, ready action to attack, yes, but I think with the crossbow would make more sense in case it tries to get a wide berth. So, yeah, ready shot with crossbow.
Okay, when
20.
it's within range.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, yeah, within 30 feet. Yeah. Okay. You, Alexander, take note of this. What do you do?
All right. So Alexander turns Philip to face that direction, and I'm gonna need. Is that 10 feet? Yeah. So I want to center it here, and can I get all of them if I center it there
With what?
with a 10-foot bubble?
What are you casting?
10-foot radius. I want to cast Confusion.
Confusion, 10-foot radius would be only hitting 2 of them because they're 10 feet They occupy 10 feet. So,
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah. But you
I forgot that
you can target 2 of them with that.
I forgot that they're huge.
Or I suppose you can target 3 of them. If you
3,
center it on
yeah.
1, then it extends to 2 on the side. So 3, you could get 3.
Yeah, so I'm gonna center it on this guy because
Okay.
this one is the one that looks like it's running towards
Yeah.
where we heard the voice, right?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna center confusion on this guy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna need a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw, please.
All right. DC 17. Okay. The middle one.
Yeah,
is,
DC 17.
Middle one is not confused. The other ones are.
Awesome. So, and that is concentration. So I need my little concentration thing. Thank you. The little brain. So, on their turn, the 2 that are confused, they will need to roll a d10, and the d10 will determine what their action is going to be at the end of each of its turns. The affected creature can make a wisdom saving throw. If it succeeds, the effect ends for the target.
Yeah. All right. Confusion.
And then
Making a quick. Condition. Maybe it didn't work. Yeah, is that anything else you want to do?
yeah, I want to move Philip up here. Get myself off the ice.
Okay, sure.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Malcolm, what does you do?
What does I do?
That is the question.
That is indeed the question. Yeah, Malcolm is just gonna go full forward with this horse and just ride to the end, so he isn't with heavy weight on the ice, and then get ready. Yeah, he's gonna. Make sure I can move without the horse. Nope, I'm moving with the horse.
Oh. What if you just... Can't you drag your mouse off the horse to deselect it?
Certainly trying.
Weird.
Oh, hold on. Maybe I got it. Did I get it now?
Oh, there you go.
I got it now. Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna dash
Okay.
as action, so half movement to hop off.
Yeah.
And then just get here. And that'll be his turn. He pulls out his weapons, dashes, gets ready.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And Ronan, what do you do?
I would
Or-
like.
Actually, the wolf has a dexterity of 13, and you had 12.
Wow.
So
Sammy.
it goes first. Yeah.
Doing me dirty, sir.
This one is a dirty one. So what it does is it rushes up to you, and that is its turn. And then it's your turn.
What the? Okay.
Yeah.
This thing just sprints up right next to me. Once it's within reaching distance, I just slap him in the snout with a shocking grasp.
All right. A 12 against it misses, unfortunately.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to I have this, right? Yeah. I'm going to use the telekinetic shove to try pushing it back a bit.
Okay.
With DC 17.
Is it a strength save?
It is a strength save.
Alright. Let's see how strong it is. It's pretty strong.
Okay,
It's
well
not
then
it's still there.
I'm taking the opportunity attack, I guess.
Okay.
Or hopefully my horse?
Yeah, I guess let's call it a question of odds here. One is your horse, 2 is you. Okay. It takes
Fine.
It takes a bite at you
Fine.
for a 12 to hit.
No problem. Yeah, that hits.
That hits for 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
All right.
And I'll run behind these guys.
Yeah. I'll just give it 17.5 so that it's correct here. Okay. This one gives chase to you as well. Doesn't reach. This one rolls a d10, was it?
Correct, it's a D10.
D10. And, is that a d10? Yeah. Oh. It's a 10.
Creature acts and moves normally on a 10.
Oh.
I know. I'm sad too. You can re-roll with disadvantage. I mean, I'm not going to stop you.
These things are fast.
These ones do fast running, yes. It charges you all, while this one rolls a 7.
7. A creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a creature randomly determined that's within its reach. If there is no creature within its reach, the creature does nothing on its turn.
Okay, it's not doing anything as Etri is pointing his crossbow at it. It is just in confusion, snarling at you from the edge of the lake. As it is your turn again, Etri, you can hear the boy from behind you plead for help.
Yeah, that's fine. Still with crossbow ready, I'm going to get out my crowbar and I am not strong.
A crowbar, I imagine, though, does help.
Yes, his liver. Yeah, I would try to find a sturdy point in the ice, give him one end, and lever him up.
Okay.
With the fulcrum being on the ice.
All right. I'll say that with a crowbar, I'll give you advantage on your strength check. I'll say strength athletics. I don't know that matters.
It does not.
It does not now.
Here we go.
Okay.
Ooh.
With the -2, you get an 18.
My arms are struggling, but he is lifted.
Yeah, and he's also a young boy, though with very heavy clothes because of the soaked nature of them. But yes, you do. I would imagine you're kind of forced to move like there, just to drag him out. But he is out of the water, but is shivering still from the very cold water.
Okay, so that was like action.
Yeah,
so
that would be your action, yeah.
A bit of movement, dash, disengage, or hide left for me to do. I don't want to do any of that.
Oh yeah, do they get a new save on confusion?
Yeah, at the end of each of their turns.
Yeah, so I'll just make that.
Fail.
Yay.
Fail and fail.
Yay.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Do you stay where you are, Etri?
I do.
Okay. Alexander, it is your go.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna need all three of these guys
Okay.
to make me a Constitution saving throw DC 17 as I drop a shatter on their heads.
Oh boy. Okay.
Fail.
Fail. Success. And success.
Success.
All right.
So one of them takes full damage. The other two will take half.
Yeah.
So 16 for the fail, 8 for the saves.
All right. Yeah. I wonder though. Shatter. That's thunder and ice. I feel like.
It's a noise.
Yeah, but vibrations in the ice on a pretty heavy wolf standing on it. I'll give it a if this is a 1 to 30, then the wolf is in the water. 6.
You're in the water, sir.
Yeah. The ice breaks underneath the wolf that is also confused. So this one, the confused one is also at this point. I don't know. Let's call it prone in the water. And yapping in desperation.
I feel bad. We're in a doghouse, but I'm gonna move back. I don't feel bad enough to come in to try to help it.
All right.
But I will move back here.
Do you want
And
to move
as a
off the
bonus
map?
action, no, I'll stay there. I just want to be a little bit further back. And then as a bonus action, I will shout to Malcolm, and I will say, so thank you for coming to collect me and my sister, but unfortunately it's time for you to show your strength. And I will give him a D8 of Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. Malcolm, now inspired to do just that, it is your turn.
All right, Malcolm, with shield and sword in hand, is going to approach this wolf.
Mm-hmm.
And as a bonus action, cast Blinding Smite on his longsword.
Yeah. Gets this blinding radiance to it.
And then go in to attack.
Yeah. All right, 23 hits for.
It is one-handed.
7 damage, yeah.
And then 3d8 radiant damage from the Blinding Smite. And because I'm feeling fun, and this is my first time playing a paladin in a campaign, I'm also going to expend a first level slot for a Divine Smite.
Okay. So 10 damage, and then also 2d8.
Divine Smite.
Okay. So a whopping What's that? 17, 20, 31 damage.
And then I get another attack.
You do. This wolf is quite sturdy, though, and is yet to be bloodied.
Well, I'm gonna try and cut him down again with my longsword.
14 hits.
Sweet. For 5 damage.
Oh, and also, I guess, blinding...
Oh yeah, he needs to make a save.
Yeah. Indeed. Weird. Now it is bloodied, but it doesn't show that it's bloodied. Well, it is bloodied now.
Cool. Well, I'm also going to expend another Divine Smite on that second hit.
Okay, sure. So it makes a
Or
Constitution
an additional...
save. It is also blind, and is dealt 9 more damage. Okay.
And that is my turn, as Malcolm walks forward and just cuts into this thing as his sword is shining nice and bright.
Alright. Alright, very good. Let's see here. Alright, so this wolf is going to this one was the one that Ronan it's not a fan of Ronan.
No way, man.
So it's gonna run up here and
Alright.
As it runs, you see its maw open up and this blue cold air come out, and as it breathes out, this cone of frost just flies out of it as it hits both horses, Ronan and Alexander, as the four of you, I suppose, need to make Constitution saving throws. Or sorry, Dexterity saving throw? Okay, well, alright, Dexterity saving throws, that's weird. I would say these are riding horses.
I thought they were war horses.
No, these are riding horses.
Okay.
So
What are saving throws on this sheet?
riding horse have +1 Constitution. If you want to roll those.
I thought we were rolling dex.
Or sorry, Dexterity saving throw. They've got 0, +0.
Oh, the character sheet I have for Philip says he has a +2.
Yeah, those character sheets are not the same.
Go, Philip! Natural 20 for Philip!
Philip?
Hell yeah!
Alright. So, Philip takes 11 damage.
Best display.
And everyone... and Alexander also takes 11 damage.
I need to roll con too.
Ronan and Yas Queen take 23 damage.
Yup.
Which
Yeah, no, that's a pass. So only took 11 damage.
Yeah, actually, what the hell? Let's say that your horses are the stats that your horses actually have. Because why not? Oh, now I did something. Just move to the right one. Okay. All right. So as it does that, It gets Ronan looking extremely hurt. It gets a hungry look in its eyes.
Can I hellish rebuke him real quick?
Hellish rebuke, I think, is on an attack against you.
Yeah.
Any damage you take, yeah.
Oh, is it on any damage you take? Maybe it is any damage. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I'd love to get some revenge there. For a DC 16 dex save.
Yeah. Dex save it is. Alright. And what's the damage? 11 damage. Alright. Okay. And then it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna cast a 4th level Vampiric Touch. Gonna make it psychic damage.
Alright.
I'm just gonna try to kick him away.
16 does hit for 12 damage.
Ooh, okay.
Psychic is not resisted or anything. So you gain 6 hit points.
I'm going to try to push him away again with my telekinetic shove.
Alright, strength save. Unfortunately, they hold their ground.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. The one that's
actually, wait, hold on.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
I'm not very familiar with mounted combat rules. Can my horse disengage and I disengage with it?
The horse can disengage. Does the rider also disengage? Does anyone know?
I've always heard that it's a no. You have to disengage along with your horse. So you could hold your action for your horse to disengage and you both can get out of there, or not.
A rider never provokes opportunity attacks while using mounted movement. If a mount disengaged, they cannot provoke opportunity attacks. Jeremy Crawford says no, since the mount isn't provoking them and the rider is being moved by someone else's move. Oh yeah, I guess that is true. You're not using your movement to move. So you're technically force moved. So I'll go with Jeremy Crawford here that you can have Yas Queen disengage and you can escape.
Yes, please. Can I run like 50 feet off the map?
Sure. Oh wow.
Bye-sies.
Your token is also now off the map.
Listen, I am out of there. I am not trying to stay.
I can't even select your token anymore. Wait, I need to give this.
I see a little brain concentration symbol floating over the map. That is the extent of what I see.
Oh no, did this just screw everything up? I guess it did.
My bad.
Chris is like, I am out of here.
Listen, I was at 1 HP. I will run off as far off the map I need.
Yeah.
God damn.
Okay, you're off the map. And your horse has a movement of 60 feet.
There at the edge of the map. Oh, never mind.
Do you move 60 feet off or 50 feet?
Yeah.
60 feet?
So,
okay.
As far as possible.
Yeah. Alright. I'll 60 feet. I'll mark on Yas Queen. Okay. This one badly hurt by Malcolm is now going to also use its breath weapon. As I need a dexterity save from Malcolm.
Okay.
Alright, so you succeed, taking 11 damage.
Alright, and I have advantage on my Concentration.
I don't think you're concentrating on anything else anymore. Actually, no. You're. It's blinded as long as you concentrate. Right.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
And I got a 20.
Yeah. Indeed, you did. All right, then we shall roll a d10 again to see how this one fares. It acts as it likes to. And it's in the water, so I'll say it just tries to get out with an athletics check. And it's in the water. It's certainly in the water. Not doing anything at this moment. Though it doesn't seem to be bothered by the cold water. A 6.
A 6
attacks again.
Is, I believe it's the same as 7. No, the creature doesn't move or take its actions on its turn. So basically, he's just sitting over there. Alex just shouted "sit," and he sat again. That's just what's going on with that guy over there.
Yeah, it's not contributing to this fight at all. All right.
I love confusion.
Good job with confusion. Etri, it is your go.
Hey, well, I'm going to lift this boy up by his arm onto his feet, and we are together like 30 feet from the 35 north.
Okay. So you start carrying him away.
I guess we'll go 35 for me and 30.
Yeah. Sure. All right. You're just taking care of a child at the moment. Excellent.
Ash, I guess?
Yeah, I would say your movement is halved while carrying him. Though I would say that you already had him, so I'll say that you still have your action after that. You get 35 feet with a bonus action dash. You could move another 15 feet with a second dash, or do something else with your action.
Would a shot against a flailing, swimming wolf count as?
I'll say
perhaps advantage.
I would say that you have. I'll allow advantage on this struggling wolf.
Yay!
Because it's so large that it's still an easy target, and it can't really move anywhere.
God damn.
All right.
I didn't see it yet. Oh, I saw it.
Do you? Yeah, you have one d6 that's a 2 if you want to reroll that.
Yeah.
Okay, so 29
plus
1. All right, 30.
30. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Sure. And that one is also bloodied, struggling in the water. All right, then Alexander. What is Alexander doing?
So I'm gonna point a finger at this wolf and do like a finger gun and try to hit it with the Eldritch Blast.
All right.
First one, pew. First pew is a natural 20.
Alrighty, yeah, and maximum rolls on both dice.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, that one is now also bloodied.
And then second pew. Aw, I was hoping for it again.
14 hits for. Is there something broken with your d10s?
No.
3 10s in a row? Holy shit.
Let me check. Hold on.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Nope, we're good.
Okay. All right. So 30 damage with your cantrip. No problem.
Yep. And then I'm gonna look over at Ronan and go, "Man, you look like shit." And I'm gonna guess
Yeah, look
one
like shit.
healing word for 7 points of healing to Ronan.
Okay. Though Ronan is it is 60 feet, so you can
It's
just
60 feet, yeah.
just reach him 60 feet away.
Like, you look like shit. I shout that to him. Just to make him aware you look very poor.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna I'm going to stay there. I just don't think that there's a point in me trying to move because this wolf will catch up.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, that is the end of my turn.
Okay, Malcolm.
All right, this lovely creature is still blinded, which means I have advantage.
You do.
So here comes my long sword.
All right. First connects for 7 damage.
Let's see here. Well, this is fun being a paladin. Yeah, I'll stack a smite on that. I'm gonna make a 2nd level smite.
Oh, okay. 3d8.
3d8s coming at ya. 1, 2, 3, roll.
13 damage, alright. It is looking like it's on the verge of death, but still alive.
Well, that's unfortunate because I have a 2nd attack.
Yes, you do. The white fur on this wolf is mostly red now, as this last strike makes it fall to the ground, and it is now dead.
That's how it's done, baby.
All right.
And I will move my way right here.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right. This one, noticing the situation, looks around, and as Malcolm gets closer to it, it has this. Actually, I'll just see if it recharges its breath weapon. It does. Okay. It looks down at you. Its enormous body. I suppose it's almost face to face with you, with its enormous body, as it snarls at you and says, "Can lead to treasure if you want, not kill me."
Oh shit.
Okay. He's just speaking to me, huh?
This wolf is speaking to, yes.
Audacity to speak to Malcolm.
The audacity, because...
Who does this guy think he is?
If Malcolm is given a chance to respond...
I'll say it currently doesn't attack, but you can see the frost forming in its mouth as it readies to act if acted upon.
Okay.
And
Malcolm will respond on his turn.
sure, Ronan from 60 feet away.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm oblivious to what just happened. Yeah.
You don't really know that this is being done.
I'll move my brain to this guy and try to shove it into his head to force his brain out.
You have advantage on it because that one is
Yay!
in the water.
Why is it? What is this cast unknown spell? Do you see this?
Yeah, I think it, because you're casting it from D&D Beyond, I think that might be, it doesn't know what spell you're doing.
Okay.
It just knows that it's a concentrating spell. Okay, 24 hits for 10 damage, and you
Yep.
regain 5.
Yep.
All right.
And my turn. Staying over here.
Okay. This one struggles, attempting to get out of the water, and it's starting to get out, but it's quite difficult for a large wolf to get out, so it's not really getting out at this point. First, I suppose it does have to make the confusion check. Yes, that's true. So never mind, it does nothing.
Oh, I think that's worse.
Number 4 is.
Yeah, it does nothing.
Yep, number 4 is nothing.
Yeah. And the beach whale are the one that
He finally gets
finally
to act.
gets to act. Okay.
He stops sitting.
Oh,
Dang it.
All right.
Oh, shit.
It's confused and very frustrated now, and rushes at Etri and the boy. Doesn't quite reach you though. And then it is your turn, Etri.
sweet. I tell the boy to get to shore.
All right.
And I line up a shot at this bad boy,
Okay.
because otherwise I'd have to move.
That's true. Yeah.
Pathfinder.
Okay.
Well, bam!
Wabam! Indeed. Holy shit!
Oh.
That's
Hold
Holy
on.
shit.
one of the d20s was cocked. It was a double 20, but I suppose this is good enough.
Okay, let's see.
So you have
I'll
a
re-roll that.
You have
yeah.
a 1. Yeah. So currently it's 47. 48. Okay.
Right, never mind. It's exactly the same.
It is exactly
And
the
I
same.
will also use Wills from the Grave
Okay.
on the one that is currently swimming. It is
Sure.
a die roll, but it's also not attached to the attack. How would you rule that as far as crit?
Oh right, yeah. No, I would say it doesn't. Crit doesn't apply to it.
Okay, so that's just 3d6 necrotic.
Yeah.
Okay, not bad.
All right. Yeah, it's still alive, but also extremely badly hurt.
Alright. Gotta stay within 30 feet of these guys.
Yeah. Okay, and I'll
Get
say
my
at
soul trinket.
the end of your turn, the boy dashes away.
Go
I will
on.
also take out my dagger at this point.
All right.
Opportunity attack on the boy.
Opportunity attack?
On the boy, my guy.
No,
No, I gotta save my reaction for soul trinket.
Oh, yeah, you could have attacked the boy. That's true.
Even if I did take it, I would have no more reaction to get the soul trinket.
That's true.
You're right. You're right about this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Gotta plot this
You have
out.
to, you have to kill him on your turn.
Exactly.
Okay, Alexander, you are definitely close enough to have heard common being spoken by this wolf.
Okay. Yeah,
I mean-
that would cause Alexander to kind of jerk surprisingly. Can you remind me what the wolf said?
He said can lead to treasure if you not kill me.
I will respond to the wolf and say lay down and concede, and tell the others to do the same. And I will hold an Eldritch Blast for the one that doesn't lay down, and I will blast 2 Eldritch shots at the one that refuses to kneel. Essentially,
This one?
I'm telling the one that's common to tell all of them to kneel and to
So
basically concede. Yeah, and any one of them that doesn't concede gets 2 Eldritch Blasts to the face.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Malcolm.
Well, Malcolm's staying aggressive.
Okay.
So he will take the breath attack, because he's going in for more attacks.
Okay.
Because Malcolm stares down this wolf. Especially extra because his personality traits is he could stare down a hellhound without flinching.
And that's this winter hound is.
And he responds to the wolf with aggression and a goal in mind. And as he gets his sword ready, he responds with, "The Watchers of Helm do not negotiate with monstrosities from other planes." And he raises his sword for an attack.
Okay.
Goddamn.
Oh, that was... interesting. Okay. Yeah, so... You attack and it attacks. So make a dex save. You take 10 damage as you attack.
Yes. So here's my first strike.
That is a hit for 7 damage.
And then my second attack, I will bonus action,
Okay.
reapply a blinding smite,
Okay.
and then go in for a longsword.
Okay. But with 16 damage, the blinding smite explodes as the wolf is cut down and falls to the ground.
Wonderful. And I will... So it's dead.
Yeah, two kills for the paladin.
Cool. And I'm just going to... I'm not stepping onto the ice, but I will step to the edge of it as I prepare for this one to get out of the ice.
Okay.
As my turn.
Alright. For some reason, all of the statuses are gone. I need to fix that. But for now, Ronan, being far away from this situation, are you continuing your vampiric touch?
Doing the same old at advantage.
Yep. It's still in the water.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, 20 hits for 12 damage, and that is also enough to kill it.
I'm gonna scoop that up.
Okay. So
The dark water around it, like, lifting up through its own means. And
Yes.
then, like, creating a winding path towards me.
Yeah. The there's a ripple of energy flying as a splash of blood-filled water also is making the ice around soaked and red. And
As this white trinket forms in my hand, I just kind of hold it up right in front of my face and stare down the wolf from.
Ooh. Make me an intimidation check.
Hey, try. Got a +2, but see.
Okay.
Oh.
As you seep the soul of this wolf after shooting the one that's charging you right in the square in the head, it's still being alive, though it gives a hurt squeal and turns tails as it starts to dash away and attempt to escape.
Okay.
Does anyone want to give chase?
No, I want to check on the kid.
No.
No, and I'll drop confusion too.
Okay. Oh yeah, I guess that's also a thing. It should have done. I suppose we can just double check. I think I missed 2 wisdom saves, so I'll make just okay. No, it's not confused anymore. So it would have been able to do that without having to roll for it. Okay. There we go. You've managed to save a kid and kill some wolves.
Malcolm would put away his shield on his back and his weapon in its sheath and start heading towards the kid as well.
Okay. Yeah, as you get to the kid, he is still freezing and in soaked winter clothing that is probably not helping him stay warm at the moment, but quite the contrary. But he gets a bit of a confused look as he looks at Etri, and he says, "Are you one of the? I haven't seen you in our village, but you look like some of the people there. Are you their friends?"
Say I would like.
What?
Let's say that I would like.
He kind of shakes and says, "Well, thank you for your help.
Fortunately,
And he gets a bit of a sad look. He says, Did you see the big monster that attacked us? You came from that direction."
and not big wolf.
He says, it was like this big wolf, but it also had this spikes on its back and this long tail, and I saw it hit Birgild with its tail before I ran away. Did you see Birkhild or Sigrid?
Sorry.
What do you say?
We haven't seen anything outside.
He says, maybe they got away too.
I'm sure they have one. Why don't we get you up and to a bonfire?
He nods and says, I'm very cold.
In kind of an attempt to help warm up through the power of healing, Malcolm, when he gets up there, he kneels down to the kid and kind of rubs his gauntleted hands and spends 5 points of his lay on hands to try and warm up the kid.
Okay. Yeah, you see the healing energy warm his body a bit, though the clothes are still freezing cold and wet. You do see some comfort to him, and he says, "Thank you. I am Kaldur. What are you all doing here?"
We're here to see the mountain folk. Is the winter clothes that he's wearing, are they like wool or are they something?
Are they what?
Wool?
Well,
They, yeah, they would be wool clothing. Yeah,
Okay, so they stay on.
yeah. But yeah. Do you make a fire and warm up and recover together for a while, or what do you want to do?
I don't know, really. Do we make a bonfire?
I can make a bonfire.
Yay!
Can
you?
Oh, yeah, you can.
He's Ronan's
I-
first favorite spell.
Of course
Yeah.
I can, Sammy. What? Can I?
I remember you doing that, but
Strahd.
wizard can also change spells or cantrips.
I would
That's
never
fine.
change out bonfire, man. Never.
Just haven't used it for a long time.
It's sort of feels obsolete now, man.
But you still have it.
I still got
Circle.
it.
I guess we'll bonfire for a little bit.
Okay.
Bonfire.
Try to get his clothes a little better for him.
Yeah.
At least warm up the water that's inside.
Yeah. I mean, with a bonfire, the clothes sort of from the heat do dry up a bit. And he says, if you are going to find the mountain folk, then you are to find my people. But I don't really remember the way home. But you go through a forest, and then you come to an old ruin, and then you go behind the waterfall and you find home.
Behind the waterfall.
Behind the waterfall. that is where home is.
I think this pavilion will be important for us in this. But let's get you home.
I agree. Let's take the boy home, but let us rest a little bit more. And I will pull out my book of children's stories. Is it stories or is it poems? What is?
Yeah. What?
I will pull out my book of fairy tales, and I will pick a fairy tale and start reading it to the group and to the child, so we can roll hit dice, and that'll be my song of rest. So anybody who rolls hits dice gets an extra D8.
All right. So you take a short rest around the bonfire. You can definitely do that. During that, Kaldur describes that he says, we were out for my first hunting trip, but the monster attacked us. And it's I hope that Birghild and Sigrid could also run away. But what if they died? Did you see any signs of them?
No.
No signs. Sorry. And I would personally like to roll a deception check because I know for a fact I'm lying.
Okay, sure, go ahead and roll a deception check. Yeah, I mean, if Alexander is feeling like... Alright, I mean, but yeah, you're ridiculously good at lying. So he gets a bit more confident as you say you didn't see any signs of anything. And he says, maybe they already went back home. Let's hope so. Oh. But you finish your short rest, and nothing comes to disturb you during it. Let's see here. Yeah. Kaldur says to you that he knows that you have to travel north to get to the forest, and then he doesn't really know beyond that, except that you need to find the ruin in the forest, and behind the waterfall in the ruin is where you go. So he starts leading you in the right direction to begin with, at least. And I suppose, in fact, it does follow the road that continues past this lake. And as you travel for a good few hours, I'm just thinking here, at this point, actually, it would be getting to the point where you should go to sleep, but you can as you as night gets closer and you start to consider setting up camp, you can see there have been trees sparsely here and there. You can see in the distance the road go into a forest ahead of you, barely visible in the dark evening.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do for this? I sort of say that we should keep on going.
I think we should keep going.
Outdoor. What are you doing?
What's that?
What?
It really is hard to make out the.
It's a bit of a problem.
What did you say?
I was kneeling down to Aldur and asking if you wanted to rest now, or if you wanted to, I don't know, get big, strong boy and continue on.
He says, maybe rest now. There could be more of those big wolves, or maybe that monster in the forest. Can we go in the forest tomorrow?
Alright. What does everyone else think?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I
I
support
think that's
this as
fine.
well.
Let's find a place that we can set up so that way we're not sitting out in the middle of the open area.
Mm-hmm.
And I will make a tent for us, and we will be safe inside that tent.
Is it a magical tent?
It is 100% a magical tent, little boy. We will be safe.
Testing.
Oh,
Confirm.
Now you were.
Oh, we heard you. Come back.
Oh yeah. He was good, and then he muted himself.
Then he muted and deafened.
Yeah.
Come back.
No, that was good.
Come back. We heard you just fine.
That-
Come back. You sounded so good. Are you back?
Are you good now?
I guess so.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Holy fuck,
That's
what
a
happened, dude?
million times better.
What did you do?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
What?
First of all, I thought I was already
What?
deafened. Second, I was just playing around with the
What the hell?
thingies.
What did you do? You sound normal.
You sound like a person now.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Oh my god, that's like a billion
Well,
times better.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay. Well.
Hell yeah. Good. Figured out. Yes, mission accomplished. All
Problem
right.
solved. All right.
Now we can hear all of Dieter's witty comments. Fantastic.
Uh huh.
I can't believe you missed so many witty comments.
Yeah, all the witty comments down the drain. Well, all right. Well, here we are. Let me see. So do you then decide that you can without too much issue find a slightly secluded area, like there are mountain sides on the side that you can find a crevice in that you have some cover and some
Yes, exactly. Well,
Yeah.
at least one wall. We want some form of support.
yeah. Sure thing, and then after that, I suppose, do you then cast your tiny hut, or do you have something else in mind?
I just start working on the tiny hut.
Yeah.
Just writing stories and poems in the
Oh
air.
yeah. And Kaldur is with fascination looking at this process.
I will reach into my bag and I will pull out a normal quill and I will hand it to him and say, "Here, help me make this stronger. Just trace over the words that I write."
Go ahead.
I kind of nudge him and just say, "Don't worry, I can't do any of this either."
He kind of giddily follows your movements in the drawing, and he says, you must meet Elder Ormir. He also does. Is this magic?
Yes, this is magic. This is my form of magic.
He doesn't draw, but he speaks to the Rosanna.
The Rosanna?
Yeah, yes, they're like these nature spirits that Elder Ormir told me once about. These that the land of Barovia used to be so different, where everyone was like we are, and that there was no evil creature that was doing bad things to us.
So he remembers a time before bad things started happening to everybody.
Yes, he's very old.
I see.
Almost
Well,
as old as him. And points to Ronan.
Wow. You don't meet many people that old. That's true.
Very old.
I know. Believe me, I know. I've watched him go through many things of being old. But I would be honored if you wouldn't mind introducing us, so that way we're no longer strangers.
He says, then I'm going to introduce you.
Wonderful. I look forward to it. Oh, don't forget to dot that I.
He rushes to dot the I after having missed it. But eventually your sphere or half dome of magic surrounds you all, and you find that the cold winter air is not cold in here, and you what do you wish to do anything in particular during the evening, as you find some comfort in this tiny hut?
Nothing from Alexander.
Yeah, I'm sleeping.
No, I don't think anything from Malcolm.
Okay. No Tome of Strahd business.
Not with the kid, man.
Not with a child with us. No way.
That's a good point. Okay. So you spend the night, and it goes by uneventfully in this little safe spot of yours, and you can mark a long rest as you wake up in the morning with the cloud-covered sky, some light snow falling. There is a slight layer of snow on top of the dome that falls on top of you all as a wake-up call after the 8 hours have passed.
Looking outside of the dome, because we can see out and people can't see in. Do I see any footprints or tracks or anything like that outside of the dome before I break it?
I suppose a perception check could work there.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, even though it's typically a survival. I'll allow either perception or survival in this case.
I will just do perception then. Perception. That is a 25.
25. Okay. You do see some tracks a distance away, though it is from where you are. It is impossible to tell which direction they go, but you do notice them, and if you got closer to them, you would probably pretty easily determine which direction they go. But they do appear somewhat large.
I do make a point to point that out to everybody as we're waking up. Well, except for the kid. I don't want to startle him, but like if whoever the first person is to wake up, I will make them aware of it and just also kind of subtly say, let's not try to frighten the kid.
All right. You all get ready to start traversing or get ready for the day, I suppose. And the dome disappears, and do you then go and check the tracks out closer?
Well, as we all wake up and the tracks are pointed out, with his holy symbol of helm, which is thankfully a shield, Malcolm is going to cast Aid on Etri, Ronan, and Alexander.
Okay.
Ooh, thank you.
All right.
So 5 additional hit points. Each target's hit point max and current hit points increased by 5 for 8 hours.
Yeah. So I think you shouldn't put it on temp, but rather click on your
max
hit
HP
points.
change.
Yeah, max HP modifier. You put 5 there, and it should increase your hit points. That is a useful spell to have. And yeah, do you approach the tracks?
Alexander would, just out of pure curiosity.
Sure.
So would Malcolm.
Yeah. So since
I'm not leaving Ronan with a kid.
I'm over it.
I'm kidding.
I'm
kidding.
But Ronan does give the kid a look.
I would
He's definitely
stay here.
uncomfortable around the kid.
All right. I'll say you don't really need much of a check here, as you do notice the tracks are those of one of a similar sized wolf that you fought yesterday, going into the forest.
Okay.
While examining the tracks, just because Malcolm will kind of radiate out a divine sense in the area.
Okay. You do not detect anything, not even the kid, with your divine sense.
So the kid is not a celestial fiend or undead. Good to know.
Yes, he is not.
Nor is he the vampire Count Strahd von Zarevich.
That is also true. Unless he has a spell that non-detection, maybe? I don't remember which spell protects from that.
It actually doesn't identify Strahd. It specifically says in there that you will not know if it's Strahd.
Yeah,
that's what part of the joke.
But you would sense an undead if even on Strahd would you sense an undead.
Even the vampire Count Strahd von Zarevich would count as undead.
Indeed.
And I guess also tack on if there's any place or object within this range that has been consecrated or desecrated.
And you come with a negative on that.
Okay.
Well, time to go in the forest.
All right. Do you follow the? I suppose the road leads into the forest, and Calder would be following the road, though the forest kind of swallows up the path, and you very quickly realize that it is overgrown, and the path disappears very soon into the forest, as vegetation has eaten up the road inside.
Sure. Ronan, would you mind giving us a heads up with your floating head?
Yeah, okay. I'll just send it ahead, I guess.
Okay. Just forward.
Well, it seems sort of. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to do my best to scout everywhere around us, but
okay,
I can only move as fast as we can.
Etri would motion upwards, just like, take a look up there, over the trees.
Well, then
but that would be the end of Etri's tips.
Welcome to Etri's tips. Today, you get tip number 1. Look from above the tree line.
I mean, if I go over the trees, could I still get a good look in the forest? Like, how dense is it?
It is pretty dense, yeah. So you'd have a somewhat hard time getting a great view from above. But I guess if you go up, you could possibly see if there is any clear thing in the distance, that like an opening or something. But yeah, getting a view into the forest is hard from the top.
I'll just have it like randomly wandering around us then.
Okay.
I don't know if that's an idea, but whatever.
Yeah, and how far could it move away from you?
300 feet.
Okay. So I'll say you spend some time having it scout I suppose make me a perception check then.
Oh yeah, +1. Oh
Alright.
yeah,
That's good.
14.
You have it scout the forest for a bit, and then you hear in your head your awakened mind go, the wolf appeared to not have gotten very far. I can see it here. Very much dead. Just 50 feet ahead of you. Come on over.
Are you sure it's dead, Brain? That doesn't seem right. It's just dead?
Pretty bloody.
Okay.
Pretty much dead. Yeah. My professional opinion.
All right. Well, I trust your professional opinion. You are pretty smart, after all. I do know that.
I'm the most brilliant.
Yes, you are. You and me both. Okay. So, a wolf is dead up ahead, I guess? It's just laying on the ground bloody. About 50 feet ahead of us.
Do you go through the thick forest toward this, I assume?
I mean, if that's in the direction we're already going, might as well take a peek.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy your mic's better, man.
Yeah,
every
whatever.
word is so crisp.
I can hear you.
As we approach, Malcolm is going to cast on himself See Invisibility.
Okay. All right. You struggle your way through the overgrown forest until you reach this corpse, and indeed you can see the dead winter wolf just long lines of its body carved up by something sharp, and you can also see that amongst the red blood that's scattered all around are its body has gained this black coloration as well, and on top of that you see besides it what appear to be a headstone with some text carved into it.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at that headstone.
Red on the headstone is written, "Beware the fury of the mountain's daughters. Follow the dragon's gaze and remain on the path."
Sweet. So we're staying on the path, guys, right?
And I would also say Etri's very perception does take note that about 20 feet beyond this headstone is a small stone obelisk, looks like about 5 feet high, yeah, hard to see much more from this distance, but
magic people.
Yes.
Does that look significant at all?
Nothing invisible here.
And I will sort of point flick at the obelisk.
How far away is the obelisk?
20 feet away.
20 feet.
Oh, okay. Well, Malcolm will cast Detect Magic
Okay.
and look around.
All right. There is nothing except the magical items on your persons in the vicinity.
The obelisk wasn't the thing with the words, right?
No, there's this headstone
Yeah.
with the inscription, and then the obelisk is 20 feet away from the headstone.
Okay.
Based off of some of the books that I've read, would I know anything about the sisters? Were they involved with the war? Because one of the first books that I got was a history book recalling an unknown war.
Yeah, it says, beware the fury of the mountain's daughters. Follow the dragon's gaze and remain on the path.
But I don't know anything about the
mountain's daughters.
Yeah, I don't know anything about them based off of all the reading that I've done throughout the campaign.
I'll say you can make me let's call it a history check.
Sure. Let's see. Oh, natural one.
Yeah, there the train comes.
Hello, Thomas.
All right.
Toot toot.
Unfortunately, you have not read on what you may find on Mount Gakis beyond just the village of Yedrig.
Okay. I would say it's ominous, to say the least, but nothing in particular really stands out. Nothing screams magic. Ronan?
I can't tell anything magical about this. But, I don't know, what do you guys think about the dragon's gaze? What does that mean?
Well, I can say there is no magic in this area. Because Malcolm wants to know who he's traveling with and what kind of power they're rocking. Can I get any schools of magic coming from these lovely three? On any items or anything? I want to know what they're rocking.
Yeah. You would see that Etri would have a schools of magic on these items.
I feel like both of them could be transmutation, maybe evocation for the dagger.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I guess transmutation would make sense for the ring. So you would see a ring on Etri's finger that has a transmutation magic, and the dagger on his side also. Alexander is wrapped up in a cloak that has abjuration magic, and has been clutching onto a book that would have what would that be? Conjuration or divination?
Probably divination.
I would think divination, probably.
We also got where is it? Someone has it. It's in my notes, but I don't remember who. I think it's with Etri. We got that. Oh God! It was a.
We have the
hilt.
ring, and we have the.
There was it was like a hilt of a sword. From under the statue. Remember?
Oh.
No.
Didn't we already use that?
Because I was thinking that you never got that.
No, Etri picked it up.
Okay.
Because it literally called to him.
Sure, yeah. But I never,
What?
I don't remember. I didn't remember even
I
telling
don't
you about it.
remember this.
But since you remember it, then yes, that happened. So
It's in my notes. I'm like
Yeah.
99% certain.
yeah. So after your vision quest with Irina through her previous incarnations of herself, you saw under the statue that depicted her had moved or fallen off its place, and underneath it was a small pocket where you saw the hilt of a sword.
Okay. Where that one guy was stabbed up on the wall and
Yeah.
calling us losers and whatever.
Yeah, and you got barraged
there?
by
Yeah.
a bunch of corpses that then summoned or were possessed by a bunch of snakes or whatever.
I don't physically have it. I don't know if I gave it to someone else or
Maybe.
I just forgot to put it in my inventory as a quest item.
Yeah,
Was it on
Fairy guys.
Azim?
Avery.
Was it no
No, Azim was the purple guy, right?
Yeah, but Azim had
Yeah.
died by that point.
Fairy was Avery. If
Yeah.
Okay.
Ed was right about God of
Because
Avery, I don't know.
Azim died the session before that, I think. Yeah. Because that's when Etri and Azim died. And then Avery came in. And then you had the Irina story beat. Yeah. And
that's the only other weird thing I can think of that we have on our person.
yeah, I'll for this
Just attach an obelisk to the short sword or the sword handle.
Yeah, the sword would just have enchantment magic on it. I think it's hard to determine schools of magic for magic items, but yeah, I would say that Etri being proficient and Ronan being proficient in history. And Alexander being proficient in history, man, you guys are history buffs.
Oh yeah.
Look at us. I'll give you this moment of remembrance, as maybe Malcolm pointed out, that you met the statue who claimed to be Sergei, the brother of Strahd. Who said that you should bring the hilt of his sword to the pool in Kresk.
Yep, that sounds about right.
And you do have the hilt now, but you've not gone back to Kresk.
We're a bit busy right now.
Yeah, Malcolm will point out the hilt and ask if he can see it, because a magical hilt is interesting. You don't see many
yeah,
of
go
those.
ahead.
Malcolm will take the hilt and give it a look over.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful hilt. I guess make me a religion check. Okay. It's a it is a what you can see, a platinum hilt and guard with this blue gem in the guard, and it's shaped beautifully. And looking at it, you get a sense that it has it has at some point been used by someone, a priest or paladin of some divine order, but you can't put your finger on, or perhaps you don't know the specific order. But it feels to you like this is a weapon of a paladin, or the weapon of a holy person.
Well, what do you do with the hilt of a sword? You swing it around to see if it does anything.
It's not well balanced, because there's no blade.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing happens.
It definitely is magical.
Yes.
Okay. And would you all have told me about it needing to be dipped in water or whatever?
The sword?
I mean, I guess.
I would have shared all the information that I had for sure. Especially knowing who you are and the fact that you're here because of my family. Yeah, I would share that with you.
Okay. Malcolm would say, this belonged to a paladin or some holy order at one point.
Boy,
Do you mind if I hold on to this?
my boy's not listening.
As a paladin myself.
Speaking of holy order, Malcolm, you speak as though you're more than just a standard bodyguard, and your skills have shown as such. Are you involved in a holy order of any kind that we should be aware of?
Yes, if you overheard me during the fight with those wolf monstrosities, I am part of the Watchers of Helm. You may also know him as the Watcher, the Vigilant One. We fight against outer planar threats, including the Count of this land.
I will definitely admit to being surprised that my parents would reach out to a clergy. Doesn't seem much like them, though Mother's antics have been getting a little odd lately.
Well, we, the Watchers of Helm, specialize in outer planar threats, and I've taken the time to specialize myself and dedicate myself to knowing and learning more about these domains of dread. So I was asked to find you, as this is my specialty.
Well, I definitely appreciate being found and gaining knowledge that there is a way to get home. That in itself is a breath of fresh air, and kind of getting the confirmation that we were all on the right page and the same thought pattern of what we needed to do in order to get home. But alas, now we sit here with a little bit of a conundrum on our hands, but we'll make it through. All of this is very strange, but I'm glad that we have somebody on our side who can, well, deal a punch. God knows only one of us can. He kind of looks over at Etri for a second. Like, it's gonna be nice to have somebody who can.
Hey, did you see that I lifted that kid out of the water?
I'm sorry, I had ice in my face at that time. I do not question your strength, Etri, just so we're clear.
If you would allow me to hold on to this hilt and possibly, if we find ourselves down the mountains once more, if we could head to this crest and investigate further, I would love to learn more about this hilt.
I do think that that's a wise idea.
As long as you remain with us.
I will remain until my goals are complete, and those goals involve getting Alexander home and killing Strahd.
Sweet. So, I have removed it from my inventory after having just added it like 10 minutes ago.
Alright.
So my backpack it goes.
Okay. Yeah.
Into the forest.
I'll say that as you contemplate your what to do here, you also notice that beyond the carvings on this headstone, you notice something on the obelisk as well. And here comes Alexander's reading into help. As you can see on this obelisk is carved the sigil of the Order of the Silver Dragon that you recognize from having read the book. And it is pointing in the sigil itself is made so that it has a pointing in a direction.
Well, if we're to believe what the signs are true, and these are markers from the order, I think that it's safe to know that whatever direction the eyes are pointing of the dragon is the direction we should go.
Though there might have been a road here at some point, there is no road no longer.
Well, sucks. We get to go slower.
Yeah. So
And that'll be fine.
I'll say who is whoever is leading this. If you follow the direction the sigil is pointing, can roll me a survival check to stay on that in that direction.
I will take point.
Okay.
All right.
I can take point too, but I will trust you.
Understood.
And your
I mean, you
bonuses
can
are
take
so
point
high.
if you're giving me the perception checks, basically. Either way, it's fine.
Yeah,
I mean-
actually, I'm fine either way as well.
Okay.
I mean, I'll say because the two of you have such ridiculous survival,
Shit.
I can give Etri advantage
I'm
As you-
taking it.
as you work together. Okay.
Wow.
Well, luckily the survival DC was 15. So
Okay.
you walk in the direction and about 15 minutes or 20 minutes into it, you notice that slightly off the track that you are on appears to be a second obelisk sticking out of the ground.
Oh, okay.
We're going the right way.
We are.
And as you approach that obelisk, it also has a sigil of the Order of the Silver Dragon that points in a direction. And you continue with a second survival check.
Hooray!
Hooray.
As you
Nice.
Sorry, I should let you take that.
Yeah, you
Nope.
navigate, and it's not just sticking in the same direction, but also avoiding all the overgrown bushes and thorny trees. It's quite the hassle to keep on track, but now you manage to pretty easily go for about 20 minutes and find a second, or I guess in this case a third obelisk that indicates you're on the right track, and so as you follow that the arrow in that on that obelisk, I'll ask for a third survival check.
So me?
Yeah.
I would like to give you Bardic Inspiration, so you have a D8.
I'll take it.
Or actually, sorry, I just
Okay, back up.
we back up. As you come toward this, and you're pretty sure that you're on the right track, you start your vision starts to get worse due to the opaque mist that starts to encroach upon you, and I will need now your check of request in perception to actually find this obelisk.
Yay, perception.
Perception.
Would I be able to use the Bardic Inspiration from that?
I'll allow that, yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Okay.
Wait for results.
Do you think
I'm
you
good.
need it?
I'm okay.
All right, you're okay. The DC was 31. No, but you quickly navigate through this, and you find yourself on top of a small mound, surrounded by this chilly, opaque mist, and you see this obelisk on top of this mound, and continue your track without issue. And then you do your third survival check, which is a 26, and you follow the direction. Let's see here. Let me just double check. Okay. As you follow the directions, or the way to the or that the last obelisk is pointing toward, you find your way out of the forest, and you actually come to where there is a vaguely visible road outside of the forest that you can then continue following. I was about to say Kavan, but no, that's not the name of this boy. Kaldur says, I think it was maybe 30 minutes after the forest until we come to the ruin. But we should only just need to follow the road.
Okay.
And as you do, you walk for about half an hour down this path until you can see in the distance what appears to be the ruins of a decently sized settlement with some structures seemingly pretty intact still, but I will have us move on over to, if I can get this.
We can save it for next time if you can't get it.
Yeah, this would actually make a good stopping place showing up here.
Yeah, sure. I'll just show you how small your teeny tokens are on this big map.
I'm sure.
Oh my god, this is a huge map.
I'd love to see.
Oh my god.
As I give you your horses. Yeah, so as you come to this ruined settlement, we will pick up here next week and see what lies beyond these crumbled structures, or maybe what lies within these crumbled structures. Yeah, that's where we'll end the session. So I will end the stream. So anyone watching, thank you. No Russian bots today. So sad. But yeah, happy dungeon delving, y'all. Say goodbye to YouTube.
Hey,